Abby and welcome back to my channel. Today we're once again in a different location in this new house. So we're finally at a point where things are getting a little bit more organised, and I am today going to organise for a temporary home some of my books, which is quite exciting that some books are no longer going to be in boxes. So it's not the permanent home, but it's the start of a home. We've currently been, well, we had been sleeping in this room. This is like a IKEA daybed thing. So we had it out and then it takes over the whole room because this is the spare bedroom and it's not that big. And we've also got a desk in here. It is now back and it's like sofa type format. We're going to, this is like part one potentially of organising my house, or organising the books, organising the fun bits in the house now that the like bones of it are here. So our actual bed arrived, which now means that our bedroom is nearly there, pretty much there. We just need to get some bedside tables and then we have a bedroom. The front room is just not a front room really. That is where we're going to have the final like bookish setup, will be in that front room, but we're going to get some shelving in and that's not going to happen until January, February time, and our sofa's not going to arrive until February, so it's going to be a while in the making in there. This room is pretty much good because now it's just got the sofa, the desk, and it's got one of my Billy bookshelves in here, which is what we're going to fill today. And then the rest of the books are currently in a temporary home. It's a little bit sad. So they are all in like plastic boxes in a pet shower that we have. It's not going to, we don't intend to keep the pet shower, but off the end of the kitchen it's like a utility room with a random shower. Not too sure on the design of that. So weird pet shower. It's a good storage room right now. So all of the boxes of books are piled up in there like 7 high, and that's my red books. Hopefully they're having a safe little holiday in the pet shower. But today we're going to be putting my TBR onto these shelves so that those are going to be accessible, and my boyfriend's books as well. I'm not sure how he's managed to get this so that his books get to go on the shelf, but I'm going to be unboxing his books as well and putting them on the shelf, and my TBR books, and trying to make it look pretty. Right now we've got a few books just a little bit everywhere, so we'll just come around a bit. I have a collection over here which has been some of the ones that have been like out. So there's like the books that I read in November, December TBR, there's some puzzles down there at the bottom, there's some books I've just had arrive in the post, and then over here, over here we have 5 boxes of books which are going to be unpacked and all put onto the shelf here. Okay, there we go. So that is the plan, that is what we're doing. Obviously this is, they're going to be the first part in a let's organise things. It is temporary, and part 2 probably won't come until sometime in the new year, but I'm excited to get something at least looking a little bit more normal. Maybe my TBR will then start overwhelming again because I've just been like picking things up at random. Okay, enough preamble. Don't know where to start. I might do my boyfriend's books first, just stuff them at the bottom, and then I'll spend my time deciding how I want my books to look. Yeah. I think we're going to struggle for angles. I think we will struggle for angles in here because, as I said, the room's a little bit small. And a lot of it is taken up with this like sofa bed thing. So, right. Are we good? Are we the right height? Yes, you can see it now into our chaotic garden, which is something we've not started on yet at all. But the fun of moving house. Right, let's go. As this is going to be a bit chatty, we went to the dump yesterday, very exciting, and got rid of loads of the packaging that we had because we had so many cardboard boxes, like so many cardboard boxes that we've just been accumulating, and those had been in that like pet shower room, and all of the books were just still like waiting in the lounge, but we got rid of all of them yesterday, and now I'm going to just create 5 more boxes, but hopefully these ones we can just put out in the like normal rubbish instead of having to take them to the dump. Okay, so these ones I'm not fussed about how these look because they're not mine, so it just needs to look, I don't know, somewhat presentable. I think he's going to be quite happy because in our old place, his books were on the bottom shelf or relegated next to the shelf, whereas now we've said that because we're going to have more space, his books can have a little bit more space. Obviously they will be the first one sacrificed if necessary. Thing is though, because I am particular, I am still going to want authors to go together. I think this will make him realise actually how many books he has, because he goes on about the amount of books I have, which I do have a lot, I do. But I think this is going to make him realise that he actually has quite a few. Because that's only one box and it's already taken up 1.5 shelves. Right, one box done. Oh. I don't think that was the easiest way of doing things. I think I should have stood up, but I didn't feel like it. I'm currently marathon training, which I think I mentioned in a few videos. So I did it wasn't too long run today, 7k, which when you think of it in the scale of a marathon isn't very long, but my body feels still a bit sore, so I need to properly stretch, I think, and foam roll and actually look after myself. Instead of just keeping my body, instead of continuing to just put my body through the exercise. He obviously did not pack these books in the way that I would pack books, because we've ended up with an author spread across 2 boxes. And another author spread across 2 boxes. Some of these books I do actually really like, so I was about to pull out what I thought was going to be a whole series, but it's obviously not. Steve Larson, I really like The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, which is his. There's another one of it, The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest. Oh, and the final one, The Girl Who Opened Fire. I don't really want to give him more than 2 shelves, but I've still got a lot of books in here. Okay, I think I'm going to have to give him 3 shelves, because it's not going to fit. But I'm going to have to make sure that the ones that go on maybe this 3rd shelf are the ones that I've actually read and enjoyed as well. And then maybe it's like a compromise. Okay, there we go. His books are on. So that's 2.5 shelves gone. Sacrificed his. Which is fine. Now, that leaves me with 3.5 shelves for the TBR, which hopefully should fit, but I had not anticipated how much space his was going to take. So I think to start off with, I'm going to move the TBR that I've not read. No, maybe I'll start. What do I start? Do I start with moving the ones that I plan to read imminently, or do I start with the boxes? Yeah, we'll start with the boxes. Okay. Right. So I think at this point we're going to have to move up a little bit. Oh. Or at least angle this up a little bit so that we get this shelf in. Do I do this shelf? Do I do this shelf next? I guess so. In here. Here we go. I think I spoke a lot about my TBR in one of my final videos I did just before moving house, which was, yeah, it was my like physical TBR. So I don't think I've got loads to really speak about in terms of the book, because I did all the speaking then. So right now there is no logic. The logic is just get them on the shelf, and then maybe I'll rearrange a little bit afterwards. But I feel as though I never really organised much of my TBR to begin with anyway, because it's a TBR. I'm just, you know, usual authors are together, but I don't really organise it in the same way that I organise my read books. Right, I mean that's a whole box empty. I I feel as though that took up a lot less space than his did. I don't know what magic he did when he packed the box to fit so much in. I feel like this is going to make me see all of my TBR because some of it was hidden on like behind before, whereas now I'll be able to see it all and realise how many books I have that I need to read. Oh, I feel like this is an awful angle of me. You're literally just seeing like the middle of me. Hey. That's another box empty. I'm really not sure about the way that this has been organised currently. I feel like I've just thrown things on. Because the thing is, there's some books that I've obviously read now as well, since moving in here. So I need to figure out where I put those in relation to all the rest of this. Because if you don't know, the TBR and the red are separated. Never the two shall meet. Not until the TBR is read. And somewhat forgotten about, I do have a handful of books here that are just red books because they did not fit in the boxes when I moved things into the other room. So they're just here and we'll have to go on the shelf. Right, maybe the top shelf needs to be red. Yeah, we'll go for that. So there is no like real logic in why these ones didn't make it. So don't read into it. It's just Margaret Rogerson, 2 of her books, not 3. Don't know where the third one got to. And Susan Dennard. Maybe I should move you up again. So that we get a slightly better angle together and you're not just staring at the middle of me, which is just a little bit weird. Right. I'm gonna get the books from over there, the ones that are red, and put them up with these red ones and then rejig things a lot. The only thing is that these aren't going to be with their like, not friends, that sounds a bit weird, but they're like, I don't know, this 8th book in the Deanna Raybourn Veronica Speedwell series. It's just going to be by itself because the rest of them are in the other boxes. So there we go. Okay, so the red books don't actually take up that much space, so they're going to have to sit next to unread. Maybe they sit next to my December TBR because in theory those ones are going to be the ones that I read ASAP. Or yes, yeah, that makes sense. So I might actually put them with, because I'm planning my reread, the Bone Season. I might put that there. I did find the Mime Order in the box and I got it out because I knew that I want to reread this, then I'm going to read this, and then I will need the rest, which I did have to hand because I bought them. The Songwriting, which I just picked out of the box that it was in. These look so pretty together. And then so that can go up there, even though, well, I've read the Bone Season and the Mime Order. I haven't read the Songwriting or the Mask Falling, and I know the 5th book's coming out in February. I just feel like it's time for the reread. I said it in the December TBR, I just feel like it's time. I'll probably end up putting my ARC edition of the Songwriting behind it because I don't think I need to see it, but I'm not getting rid of it. And then I just had a delivery. I feel like I'm hitting the tape. I just had a book delivery from Books Please, which I do have an affiliate code for. If you put that in, you get 5% off and I get 5% back. But I really recommend the service because it's good. The pricing of their books, so good. It's like Book Depository, but not Book Depository because it's not affiliated with Amazon. But they literally have everything. Pricing is so good, so good. And I think they have relatively good international shipping rates. For the UK, it's like a set price, although they've just done like a free shipping if you spend X amount of money or buy 3 books or something. But so they've always got deals on, always got deals. Would recommend. And anyway, I just had a package through. I bought the Mask Falling, the 4th one. So now all of those books can be together and they look absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I just need to read. But I also got A Darkness That's Setting On, the 4th book in this series. The first 2 books going to be in the boxes somewhere. Part of the December TBR, and Lady of Darkness because it's Becca in the Books' buddy read series for the next few months. And I think I'm going to start it in January, so I will be a little bit behind, but I feel like I'm going to like this. So I can just slot in there. Maybe it has to go rogue, and it won't be, because I won't be able to only fit paperbacks in here now, not hardbacks. So maybe it won't be December TBR, it'll just be a collection of things up there. How do I organise books? How do you organise them? Okay, we've moved everything to the bed now, and let's just get rid of this box, and that's the final box removed from this whole palaver. Box, they're gone. Okay. Just looks like a mess on the bed, don't it? They really badly shown, but there they are. Just in a mess. Okay. I have two books that do not fit. Well, one of them's very, very big. So I don't actually have two copies of it. We're gonna have a break. I've done a lot, 50 minutes of it. One of my fan books that I haven't put on the bookshelf yet is this bad boy, Wind and Truth. Yeah, it needs a big spot. This is the Waterstones special edition with a nice edge. It's absolutely ginormous. Absolutely ginormous. But I'm excited about this. Surprise, surprise. I just feel as though I've seen so many people talking about it and I should just dive in and read it, but it's so massive. I'm working so busy and it is not time to be reading this right now, but I do feel excited about it. So much so, I went to an event for its launch, actually, that Gallant's put on, and I got another copy. So I now have two, which I don't need two. So one of these will go to a friend, but they're slightly different colours. It's not just the spine. The whole thing is just slightly different colours. I did not, what? The sprayed edge one is more muted, I feel like the design's exactly the same, but the colour is different. The original is crisper and greyer. Why would it be a different colour? I had looked at them side by side. But yeah, I'm now trying to do like spot the difference to see if there is a difference in them. Okay. But it's even on the spines as well that they're different. I don't know. I'm starting to question myself. It was a really cool event. It was for like, they did a preview of the audiobook. I've got a pin. And so we listened to that. They had like an interview with Michael Kramer and Kate Redding. So that was really cool. It's got this like Brandon Sanderson, not reading order, but guide, which always useful if you are just starting out on the Brandon Sanderson journey. So yeah, it was a really fun event. And a Wind and Truth lanyard, if you fancy it. Right, okay, that was the pause. How was this shelf so full when I had two bookshelves before and there was significantly more books on them, and yeah, I cannot make just these few boxes fit. So I need to fit Wind and Truth on. I've also got Buried Deep here, which I'm currently reading, so I'm just going to leave off for now. Problem for another day. I've also got the Atlas Complex, which I'm currently reading, which we'll leave off, but we need to fit on Wind and Truth and Peace and Turmoil. The issue is as well is that I've got no space for when I finish something in this setup. Well, I've got no space to buy anything, which maybe is a good thing considering I'm looking at all of these books. we're done. We're on. We're finished. It's only taken an hour. That was longer than I anticipated just to do that. Okay. Right, I guess I could show you what I've done. There isn't no logic, but I can really see how many books I have now that I have not read. So I maybe need to, in 2025, barely out my game and read some of these, because now I can see them all in one place. The pressure. I mean, they were already all in one place. They were just squashed. I've got a whole load of bookmarks here on the bed and random things, but I think I'm done. Maybe we'll add some little decorations another day, but for now, I think we're done. I think we are done. Okay, so I can't really show the whole shelf in all its glory because I can't go back far enough, but here at the bottom we have the 2 and a bit shelves that are my boyfriend's. So there they are, and then I did try to put on the 3rd shelf ones that I have either read or want to read, and then it moves into some of my books, and then the rest of it is all of that. So then we have TBR, all TBR for the next 2 shelves, and then at the top we have, I'll just stand up to make it a bit better, we have books that have been read all the way up until Elder Race. I mean, technically Bone Season and Mime Order have been read, and then we go into TBR. Arcania Unbounded being a bit of an odd one in there. But yeah, that is that. So there is a different view of my physical TBR with a few additions since I filmed that video back in November. Right, so here we are. The shelves are organised-ish. The books are on, that's the important thing. It took me long enough, even if I didn't really organise them, it took me a long time. So the books are on. I hope you've enjoyed this sort of casual organising of books video that I've done. TBR, sort of just, I've created a little backdrop. We sort of have a backdrop now, so I can film. I was planning on filming another video right now. It's not going to happen. That will have to wait until next weekend. I can't do it. That took me long enough. There we go. Let me know if you have any thoughts on any of the books that I showed off today, whether they're mine or my partner's, and if you would change how I've rearranged things or how I've got it. Let me know. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my future videos. Bye.